welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Welcome. It is this morning. We are watching Iraq versus Japan at 5:30 in the morning in the AFC Asian Cup 2024 group stage. Japan's already beaten Vietnam. Iraq won their game as well versus Indonesia. They both have 3 points. Winner of this most likely wins the group. If we're being completely and utterly honest, winner of this game, most likely Japan, but who knows, can win the group. If there's a draw, well, that does throw a little bit of a wrench in it. Teams are out, anthems are going, and there you go. But I'm going to sleep in between both games. RSL and live for this one, don't worry. Japanese anthem being played now. Lineups are as follows. For Iraq, Jalal Hassan, the back four of Franz Putros, Rabin Sulaka, Hassan Ali, Haji, the midfield two of Ibrahim Bayesh, Amir Alamadi, the midfield three of Ahmed Yahya, Yusuf Amin, and Ali Jassim, and Yaman Hussein up top for Iraq. For Japan in goal, Zion Suzuki, Yukinari Sugawara, Ko Itakura, Shogo Taniguchi, Hideki Ito, Morita Wataru Endo, Junya Ito, Takefusa Kubo, Takumi Minamino, and Takuma Asano up top for Japan. And the anthems are done, so there you go. Macwell's streaming on Twitch later. Yep, for Vietnam. He was the one who had to do it at 5 in the morning on Sunday. I didn't do the Japan game on Sunday because, well, football, NFL football. He had to be one at 5. I slept a little bit. I took a little bit of a nap. I won't lie. Jalal in goal. The back four, Hussein, Swad Rebin, Franz, or Haji, Hussein, Rebin, Franz, Amir, Ibrahim. So we're going to go with, okay. Ali, Youssef, Ahmed, up top. Ayman, up top. Really? Do you like our new stadium name? It sort of seems stupid to me. It seems stupid to me. No. Inter whatever the hell stadium. Really? Khalaf Al-Shamadi from Saudi Arabia is the referee, or one of the referees. They have Kelme referee uniforms. I don't like it. I think it's horrible that freaking Orlando Stadium has Inter in it. Makes it seem like you're being owned by your rivals. It's just, no. Suzuki in goal for Japan. The back four, Ito, Taniguchi, Itakura, Sugawara, Morita Endo, Minamino, Kubo, Ito, and Asano up top. Pretty strong 11, but not their strongest. Not their strongest, but pretty strong. Of course. Have a couple of players injured. Mitoma being injured, of course. Didn't really hurt them against Vietnam. They still end up winning 4-2. Vietnam definitely played well, though, in that first game. I don't think Iraq will play as well. That's just my hunch, though. Just my hunch, though. Vietnam could get out of the group. I will admit that. I do think they're going to beat Indonesia. They could beat Iraq, depending on how well Vietnam plays against Indonesia and how well Japan dominates Iraq. But we'll see how that turns. But Japan, Iraq, about to start. I'm surprised this stream's doing somewhat okay for 5 in the morning. I really am. Gambare Samurai Blue, because, of course, we're here for them. That is a nice stadium, though. We are underway. 4, 3, 2, 1. At least a second's and not a minute. And we're off. Iraq kicks off the second match of the group. Japan, if they win, they're probably winning the group. Well, very likely whoever wins this game wins the group. I mean, it's Indonesia, Japan, Iraq, Vietnam. I think both teams will win their games, but one will have 6 points, one will have 9. Simple. And that's an offside call, 27 seconds in. See how it goes. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. 35 seconds off of the Japanese reactions on here. Yeah, you can't, but you can frickin' forward Paramount Plus, so it is what it is. At least it's not a minute and a half. Stream East. At least I have Paramount Plus for this one. Yay. 0-0. We'd have problems if we didn't have Paramount Plus. I'll take being, we're normally about 30 seconds behind with everything on things that are actually streaming, if we're being honest. Now, Golasso has it on the Golasso channel as well, but I didn't want to leave it on there after this was over, even though I'm basically sleeping for most of the time in between the 2 matches. But, you know, it is what it is. Headed away. No, I sleep with TV noise. I don't turn my TV off when I sleep. I think most people don't. You got up early for this game. I mean, I took a little bit of a nap. I wouldn't say I slept, though. Like, I took a little bit of a nap from like 8 o'clock to midnight. If I didn't do that, I'd be tired as hell, though. So I guess I did wake up then. Whatever. 2 minutes. Nil. But, yeah, I'm up at 5 in the morning for an Asian Cup game. Wow. I didn't stay up concurrently, though, so I guess that counts as sleep in between. It's a joke that Messi's a finalist for Player of the Year. He won Best Player of the Year from FIFA, which that didn't even have the World Cup as part of it. So, yeah, no. He didn't really play well at PSG and Miami, and besides the Leagues Cup, he did nothing. So if you want to use basically 10 games to give him the award, go ahead. And he did a bit for Argentina, but it was just World Cup qualifiers. 0-0. I mean, Holland, without the World Cup, Holland should have won the best award. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Or Rodrigo or Alvarez or somebody of that ilk, not Messi. Like, if it was, I get the Ballon d'Or that had the World Cup as part of it. I get it. Offside on Japan, 3 minutes in. But best player of 2023 without the World Cup as part of it? Yeah. No. Miami versus El Salvador will be a barn burner. We'll be live for that one as well at 7 o'clock. We'll be live for it. Don't worry. We'll be live for it, friends. Novak Djokovic tried dunking a basket at the Australian Open. What? Are you trying to say he, like, what, there's a video of him trying to dunk a basketball? I don't know. Iraq playing forward. What a shot saved by Zion Suzuki, who is also half American and Japan captain. It's on MLSsoccer.com to watch the game, if that's what you're asking. It's on MLSsoccer.com. So it's watchable. MLS made sure of that. I knew they were, but it would have been funny if they didn't. 4 minutes. Suzuki with a save. Header. Goal. 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 Iraq. rebound. Oh, no. Well, then again, Vietnam did have a lead. Horrible rebound by Suzuki. Horrible rebound to let up. Ayman gets the header. Okay, then. Japan down 1-0, 4 minutes in. Maybe I am bad luck. Sorry, Japan. What a header, though. Open net. Suzuki clears his net. Horrible rebound. Header. Goal. I mean, they were down to Vietnam, and they still won. So, I'm sure they'll do that again. I'm sure they'll do that again. Is this a mistake? He was onside, too, so. 1-0 Iraq. Oh, VAR's checking the goal. I think he was onside. I don't see how it wouldn't be a goal. If it's not a goal, I'd be shocked. Like, I think so. I think they'll be – the way they played against Japan, they played very well. They did sort of shock me. I think Vietnam will beat Indonesia, even with all their injuries. They're more of a team than a star situation. So I think they'll be fine. They'll beat Indonesia. Iraq might be harder than I thought for both Japan and Vietnam. Maybe. So, but Vietnam hadn't played too bad. Still checking on VAR. The goal from Hussein. I don't think he was offside. Where's the replay, AFC? VAR check complete. It is a goal. A goal for Iraq. It is a goal for Iraq, 1-0. Ooh, horrible defensive play. Japan, I don't know what you're doing. 7 minutes in. Nice play. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh, foul. Come on. Free kick for Japan. He was not ashamed of showing their crookedness. If we're talking about the Messi Award, you're right. At least for this, the best. If we're talking about this tournament, I didn't see no offside. I don't even know why they were checking. I mean, they have to check it on VAR, but I don't know why they took so long. Japan's better than Tata's Mexico when they sucked under him, and even though his Mexico beat Iraq 4-0, Japan's losing 1-0 to Iraq. Yeah, but let's also consider that Japan did go down to Vietnam, and they still came back and butt blasted them. But they're probably not going to lose. I'd be shocked if Japan loses this game. A draw, it's a 1-0 lead. I mean, horrible clearance by Suzuki and opens his net. I mean, like, yeah, is it a shock that the ball goes straight to a forward? Yeah, but you can't let that happen, though. I don't think it's early. It's very early. That's the good news. Free kick leads to nothing. 1-0 Japan still. Plays on. Oh, Lord. They don't get anything out of that. 9th minute. Lucas Bergvall to Barcelona. Interesting. Well, no, because he's not playing in this game. And it's AFC, not FIFA, so, well. I don't think FIFA has anything to do with the Confederational Cups, except freaking Egghead Infantino shows up in the freaking final. He showed up to CONCACAF. So, I'm sure freaking Infantino will be in Qatar on the 10th of February, and he'll be in Ivory Coast on the 11th. I'm sure he will be. TFC kicks off in a month and added nothing. Well, hold on. They did get Davy Flores. I would have made that signing because I think Davy Flores is a great midfielder. He's a good defensive midfielder. He's a good pit bull in the midfield. I would have definitely, if I was the coach, I would have got him signed. So I'm going to defend Davy Flores' signing with all my might. He's a good player. But that's all he got, though. That's the problem. And that's a free kick for Iraq. Salah injury yesterday, I saw. Hopefully it's nothing serious for Liverpool's sake. What about Egypt's sake? Well, I kind of want people to see how stupid these January tournaments are while the leagues are still playing. The World Cup was the only game in town. That's the difference. But these January tournaments where people are still playing because they won't stop for the African Cup of Nations or frickin' Asian Cup because, frankly, nobody in England cares. There you go. Maybe 2. I'd say 2-0, and it won't be his fault. Won't be Coelho's either. You know what, though? Davy and Coelho sounds like an amazing pairing, though, in the midfield. Now, if they get... But I'm sure there'll be plays where they can't defend it because, well, who am I kidding? They're still going to get cut apart like Swiss cheese. They'll still press too high, and they'll put a long ball through the defense, and we'll still lose 2-0. But it still won't be Coelho or Davy's fault if we get scored on. Hopefully Sean Johnson can be better. Maybe it'll just be 1-0. Who knows? 11th minute, 1-0 Iraq. Hopefully it'll be just 1-0. Sean Johnson gets any better. If we actually have a new goalkeeping coach, it isn't John Conway. Maybe Sean Johnson will get back to his older self. Apparently R-Truth is selling more merchandise than Cena. Well, R-Truth's on TV right now. And they put him on the freaking Judgment Day merch, who's the hottest heel stable right now. And John Cena's just doing movies. Of course he's selling more merch than Cena. Cena had his run 4 months ago. Time flies, so maybe longer, but Cena had his run. His merch is probably sold to most people who want it, of what he wore in his run. So, there you go. Like that powder blue, whatever. 12 minutes in. 1-0 Iraq. I think traveling from El Salvador to Saudi Arabia to Hong Kong to Japan back to the U.S. would be too much for Miami, specifically Messi, Suarez, Alba, and Busquets. No, they've done this before. They've done stuff like this before. I mean, should they be playing 7 big preseason games where they're all going to play at least 60 minutes in most of them before going into Champions Cup and MLS? Probably. It's probably kind of a stupid idea, but of course you're going to make money. You want to make money off of the name. And I'm sure people want to play Messi in preseason. Like, again, just look how MLS is putting over this Miami preseason. And I'd be stupid not to cover any of it, even though I think it's sort of disgusting. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the thought of it, like, let me put it like this. Like, it's not because of Messi. It's the fact that here comes Japan. Here's a chance. Onside, and the cross is blocked away. Here's another chance. Still with Japan. Still onside. Still Japan. Still Japan. Still Japan. Here's a shot over the bar. Here's my point, all right? This MLS Miami preseason dream tour is sort of a nobody else does this. Like, yeah, Beckham, they did the same with LA back when Beckham was there. And I still felt sort of sick about it. I was like, okay, all right. Or, well, actually, no, I know Beckham was on loan, but still, like, they still got him back for a couple of those and some really big friendlies. To me, but this is bigger because Messi didn't go on loan. This is bigger. Like, they have all this time to do this big trek. I think that's the big difference. But Beckham still went back on loan to AC Milan or to PSG or in that case. So they still had some time with LA in the preseason, so you could throw a friendly or two, but you couldn't really do this big trek. But on a bigger scale, I get this is for money, but you have players that if you want to win trophies, you may be shooting yourself in the foot. Considering Messi is going to play, I'm sure he can, But there's going to be a point where Messi falls in his form. There's going to be a moment where that happens. When? I'm not so sure. And I'm sure Luis Suarez will fall in his form. And if he plays for Uruguay, that makes it worse. Who's to say he plays for Uruguay at the Copa America? Bielsa's not completely committed to Cavani and Suarez. Okay. Then you got Busquets, who retired from the Spain national team, Jordi Alba as well. So they're going to basically be Miami only. So at least you have them. You may have Suarez, but Messi's still playing for Argentina. So especially him. Can he play 60 games a year? Yeah, he can. If you go all the way. Yeah, but they'll play less games. But I think they're more likely to fall in their form. And Suarez, especially if he plays for Uruguay in the Copa America. We got to remember that. And World Cup qualifiers. Let's see what Bielsa does there. Alba and Busquets are Miami only. That's why. Yes, they'll play a lot of games, but they're playing less games than Messi and Suarez maybe do. Without injury. Well, even with injury, say they were going to play less games. But if Miami goes all the way, you have older players are going to fall in their form. It's not just the preseason tournament to really hurts the form. It's the Champions Cup and Leagues Cup and Copa America and Open Cup if MLS teams are forced to play, which they probably will be. Well, they want freaking De Gea, so we may not. We'll find out. Well, we'll find out tonight if they play him. 16th minute. I mean, he is the starter. I'm sure they're going to start their best 11, right? So for now, we'll find out. We have a couple of games where he will. I don't think he will. Champions League, I'm not sure. 1-0 Iraq in the 16th minute. But we'll find out. But again, what it is for me is the fact you have Miami who are going to put so many miles. It's like getting a well-kept but old car. It's like getting a silver Thunderbird. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have enough money to buy a silver Thunderbird, a Grand National, a Ford, a Hellcat, and an old DeLorean, right? And they're all in really good condition, right? You're like, damn it, I need to get my money's worth. We need to win with all these cars, right? I'm going to put so many miles on them that at some point they're going to falter at the worst time possible. And that's what this preseason tour is going to lead to. And then you have the Champs Cup building onto it. At some point, these players, hopefully not all at the same time, there's going to be a moment where these players fall down on their form. And will they recover it enough to win a trophy? Will they recover it enough to do well in the playoffs? Oh, yeah, you got to throw in the playoff. You're basically taking a car that's still in very, very good condition and basically saying, hey, it's my daily driver now, and I got to drive miles upon miles every day. And you basically ruin your silver Thunderbird, right? Because you drive it so much, even though it already has a lot of miles, but it's still in very good condition. But you were the dumbass who said, well, if I spend money on it, it's an awesome car, and it still looks freaking brand new, even though it has 100,000 miles, I'm going to add more. Dumbass. Get my money's worth. Sure. Oh, Grand National. Well, I said Grand National. Yeah. You can pick which one Messi is, and which one's Suarez, and which one's Busquets, and which one's Alba. I think Jordi Alba's the Ford, the old Ford. Messi is the Silver Thunderbird. Suarez is the Grand National. Busquets is the DeLorean, and Alba's the old Ford. No disrespect to Alba, but he's definitely the lowest rated of the other four, or the other three, or all the four. Playing Ford. Ah, crap. 20th minute. Japan is playing kind of crappy. I'm sure. I mean, I feel like this is going to blow up in Miami's face by like August or something. Like post-Leagues Cup, this is going to blow up in their face. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, the money's nice. Maybe you win the Leagues Cup again. Maybe you won the Champions Cup. Depending on what trophies you win, maybe the blow up in your face moment is less painful, but it's still going to blow up in your face. That's my point. 20th minute. But I'm still going to cover it because it'll get me views. I'd be stupid not to. Besides, January is so. What do you mean blow up in their face? Because they're setting out to win everything. Like, the players want to win everything, so they're going to bust their ass to win everything. But somebody gets hurt, they still barely have upgraded the team besides the big four. This is still, give or take, the same team that finished damn near bottom of the East without Messi. Without the big four. Pretty much, give or take. You get like 2 injuries, and if it's like Messi and Suarez, well, we saw how Alba and Busquets did without Messi. Wasn't great. They're putting all their eggs in the Stars' basket to win everything. But they're also pimping them out for money with all these games to play. And they added more by themselves that they're going to have to play in. So, and now that the U.S. Open Cup is back, MLS was like, we know why you're doing. I think U.S. Open or the U.S. Soccer Federation was like, we know why you're doing this to put the MLS Next Pro teams in there. It's more to save Messi. Cross in. Shot. That'll go out for a, header. Header on. Oh, that was a bad volley goal kick. Because listen here. Yes, the MLS Next Pro players using the MLS Next Pro teams to be an Open Cup. Like, all they really had to do was say, we'll let you play MLS Next Pro players during Open Cup if you so choose on your main team. That's what they should have done. They didn't. Which that might be the compromise. But MLS really were like, well, we don't need Messi playing any more games than Miami gave them, the preseason-wise, and the Champions Cup could give, and the Campeones Cup and Leagues Cup could give. So Open Cup doesn't matter to us. We gotta cut something to make up the difference, and we'll cut Open Cup. And they came up with a bullshit reason or a bullshit idea to try to get out of it, and it didn't work. Well, I mean, they shouldn't really be picking MLS players anyway. They have enough players in Europe. They shouldn't be picking MLS players anyway for the U.S. national team. But sure, you know, out of retaliation, do something you already should have been doing. Yeah, there you go. You see, because the Canadian Championship, they have no problem with a Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver playing. You see, that's why I kind of find it bullshit. It's a Messi protection tactic, them trying to pull out an Open Cup, because they tried to make a big thing out of it. But see, if they wanted to make it look less bullshit, they should have told the Canadian teams, hey, you got to do the same thing to the Voyageurs Cup. But they didn't care, because guess what? Messi doesn't play in Toronto. Messi doesn't play in Montreal. Messi don't play in Vancouver. He's not on a Canadian team. And besides, the Voyageurs Cup's only 3 games. And besides, it's a lot more open roster-wise. You can bring up 2 guys to play it. But point being is this. See, they didn't think about the Canadian Championship. That's what tells me it's a Messi protection tactic, them trying to pull out an Open Cup and make it be the MLS Next Pro sides, the ones that are 2 teams. That's what told me it was a bullshit tactic, is because they didn't try to do it to the Voyageurs Cup. I'm like, the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, well, the Voyageurs Cup's also a domestic tournament that you probably would rather have 2 teams play, right? Oh, but Messi doesn't play in the Canadian countries. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't matter to you. You just forgot, MLS, that you don't. Okay, so you just forgot. Okay, cool. So that just told me it was bullshit. Complete bullshit. What they were trying to do. See? They should have covered their tracks better. See? I don't know if you thought of it like that, but I sure did. And it makes sense. Japan has 65% possession, but they're down a goal. Football's weird. How many goals are Holland or Kane scoring in MLS? Holland, probably 150. Harry Kane, 60. I mean, they're really good strikers. I mean, that's a pretty good call, to be completely honest. 150 and 60. I think that's a good call. 25, 1-0. 25th minute, 1-0 Iraq. Exactly. Way I see it, Taylor Swift and Messi are on the same level of recognition. One's not better than the other. Cross in. Header punched away. Good save. 1-0. My cousins renewed their TFC season tickets. I said, you're a glutton for punishment. You're not wrong. I'm not looking forward to watching this season, to be completely honest. It'll be a little bit better, but I'm not very excited to watch. But I have to because I watch it so you don't have to. So it's going to be fun. Keeper. I'm like Gary Neville. You know, I don't know if you've seen that clip of Gary Neville saying, I don't want to, I'm tired of watching Man United. I'm bored. That type of stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty much like Gary Neville with TFC. I don't know if you saw that clip, but that's pretty much my feeling. It's like, yeah, I understand how he's feeling. Well, he's offside, so that's great. Horrible pass, but falls back to Japan. Here, 27th minute, cross. Ooh, throw in for Japan. Ito. Throw in. Still crossed in. Past the post. Man U is now a sickness. And Toronto is too. I don't know who's in a better position, to be completely honest. Thank God I don't root for both. At least Chelsea's starting to turn a corner. I think. They're starting to turn a corner. '28th minute. Iraq, Japan. Got Iraq 1-0. Still 1-0 for Iraq against Japan. I can't believe it either. I mean, Japan's playing well. TFC 10 wins over or under. Ooh. Well, 10 wins is 30 points, depending on our draws. At best, a push. At best, I say push. I'd say about 7 wins, which is still better than the past 3 years. All 3 of the last 3 seasons, that's still better, 7 wins. I'm being a little bit hopeful. 7 wins. So, under 10, but better than what we've got the past 3 years. Cross in. Cleared away. Headed down. Still better than the past 3 years, though. Now, if you're saying 10 wins all comps, well, they need 4 wins to win the Voyagers Cup. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Overall comps, yes. MLS-wise, MLS season, under. I think they'll get their 4 wins to put them over in the Canadian Championship. Just a hunch. 7 wins in MLS. They'll win the Canadian Championship. Herdman will make sure of that. Even if you're the worst team in MLS in Canada, you still have a pretty good chance of winning the Voyagers Cup. Oh, and Montreal basically just shot themselves in the foot. Oh, and Vancouver, well, They lost Richie Larea. So, yeah, we could still win the Voyagers Cup. So, overall, all comps will still go over by 1. And then depending on what happens in Leagues Cup, we could be over by 2 or 3. But league-wise, under 7 wins at best. Still better in the past 3 years, though. That's still technically improvement. Still technically improvement. 1-0. Shot. Past the post. Thank God. Your optimism has really changed. I mean, as long as Bill Manning's there, I don't know if I can be optimistic. Unless, well, I don't even know if John Herdman has the balls to tell him, sit down, you bald SOB, and let me cook, okay? You could take the credit after I win. I don't think Herdman has the balls to do that. I think with the Davy Flores signing, I think Herdman at least he sees the same talents and players that I do. That's good news. I just don't think he has the balls to tell Bill Manning to sit the hell down and let me cook, and you could take the credit after I win. I won't be mad at you if you do that because I know that's what you want. I'll let you take the damn credit, even though you did nothing. Just let me cook because I know what's needed for this team. I don't think John Herdman's like that. Now, with the Davy Flores signing, at least he sees the same things in players that I do. That's the good news. I just don't think he has the balls to tell Bill Manning to sit down and let him cook and win. Pass the post. That's the problem. Herdman's probably the closest thing to a certain Pirate coach in TFC, but he still ain't a Pirate, is my point. And you know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. I feel like Herdman's pretty damn close, but he just, nah. Maybe it's because he doesn't have the passion for the club as it is, but I don't know. Yeah, Jimmy Lozano would have the balls to tell Herdman or Manning to shut the hell up. Well, also you could do that in South America or Central America. I mean, let's just remember, I was the guy who said they need to sign. Of course, in 2020. I was saying they needed to sign. Damn it! Who's the Honduran on freaking Minnesota? Well, I also was saying Vega off Marathon, but my mind slipped. It's 5 a.m. Come on, slipped my mind. Damn it! He was pretty good from Minnesota this year. Minnesota United, Honduran. Damn it! Slipped my mind. There we go. Players. That would be Kervin Arriaga. There we go. Kervin Arriaga. Good midfielder. Very good midfielder. Played for Marathon in 2020. Played for Marathon in 2020 in the CONCACAF League. I thought he was very talented. And he came to MLS from Minnesota. He's their 4th best player. Midfielder as well. I could have told you. I did say he was MLS quality, but when I say MLS quality, I'm like, hey, Toronto, sign him. Point being is if I think a player is MLS quality and I think they'd be good on Toronto, I'm probably right. But there's a lot of those Central American players that are diamonds in the rough if you watch these Central American tournaments, of course. Like Josh Navarro on Alajuelense. Get rid of Insigne and sign Josh Navarro. That would be great. And I just figured this one out. You could honestly deputize Malula and Navarro. If you need a goal-scoring touch in a game off the wing, you put in Navarro. If you need a pace touch, you put in Malula because Malula hasn't scored goals yet in MLS. I mean, he can. He's gotten close. Header. but he definitely has a high motor. He's a fast player. He's a very pacey player, good on cuts, good running in. I think that, and if you need more speed late in the game after having that goal-scoring touch on the side, you bring in Malula for Navarro. Navarro for Malula if you need extra goals, if you're looking for goals. Simple. See? Because both are talented, but one has more of a goal-scoring touch, one has more of a motor. Malula has more of the motor. Navarro has more of a goal-scoring touch. But they could both work on that side. They'll play, both of them will play every game. One of them will just play 30 minutes a game, and one will play 60 minutes a game. One will start every so often. But they'll both play every game in my book. 35th minute. Maybe one will play all 90 minutes if we have to rotate one. Cross in. Header. That's my opinion, though. But see, they won't do that because I don't know if Herdman would be thinking that. But see, I figured that one out. Exactly. TFC doesn't even scout their backyard. That's why Segura starts every game for Hajduk Split. Exactly. But he could have been playing for Toronto if they just scouted their own backyard. Or maybe scouted people outside the damn academy, because there are academy players that we have. Oh, and by the way, Oso had to bring himself to TFC's academy. He didn't get found by TFC. He joined the academy. He came to them. And people are like, oh, but Jonathan Osorio, our academy creates great players. I'm like, Jonathan Osorio came here. He played for SC Toronto, then went to Nacional, came back and came to Toronto. And he's been around for 10 years. Great. But don't lie to people and say he's completely the TFC academy. He's not. He spent 6 months there before he hit the main team. He was already polished. Shut up. Don't do that. He's already polished. You didn't sign him either. He came to you after being polished at SC Toronto. And then Nacional. He came to you. Don't do that. Still 1-0, 37th minute. But, oh, no, the TFC Academy creates great players. Yeah, my ass. Oh, and the ones that are good get traded. The ones that actually have talent get traded. Even though you tell them, but all for one means you're Toronto forever. That's not what all for one means. All for one means you play for that damn crest. I've said this before. You play for the crest. When you wear this crest, you play for this crest. You play for this family. You play for this group. Not because you're Toronto forever. We know you want to get to Europe one day, even though I don't think Europe is that much better. Personally. It's a little bit overblown. But yeah, you want to get to Europe one day. Do it. If you're good enough, do it. But don't get rid of the players until they get that European move. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. Oh, and by the way, here's a corner for you, Doc. They have a corner here. My point being is, the TFC Academy is an absolute joke. It's players that grew up in the academy, and the good players who make the team end up getting traded a year after they make their debut because they have potential. The players who don't have potential, they stay. And maybe they'll get loaned off to some freaking Norwegian team. Maybe. And then they'll go back to the CPL 3 years later to play for York. Oh, but we don't look at Sigma. Even though Sigma... Oh, by the way, Richie Laryea only became a Toronto player because freaking Orlando damn near ruined him. But he came from Brampton. But you know he's from Brampton, you see. He went to college and then Orlando damn near ruined him. And then he somehow became a damn good player with Toronto, which I'm honestly shocked he did. But hey, good for him. Kyle Laren, Sigma. It's like Bobby Smirniotis finds better talent than the TFC Academy. Maybe that's what good scouting does you. I don't know. Just my opinion. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Leagues Cup is after Copa America, and yes, I will. I remember the players of 1994 because that's my son's birth year. Kyle Laren, the Canadian kid who plays for Trinidad now. Paul Alves and my son and others. TFC didn't even look. Andre Rampersad, who plays for Trinidad. Yeah, Rampersad as well. They didn't even look for him. They didn't look for Laren. Larea fell in their lap pretty much, but they act like that's a win. No. Emery Welshman was the draft pick. Kyle Becker was a draft pick, and they both ended up at Forge. Quillen Roberts, well, the less said about him, the better. They ruined him before he could even start as a goalkeeper. John Conway, 40th minute. Exactly. Plays forward. Richie, yeah. And then he came to Toronto and became a great player. I can't believe that happened. There were the first couple of games I'm like, why did we get him? Then he became a great player. But he worked his ass off. Maybe he's just better as a right back, but you played him in the midfield. Smart. 41st minute. No, Andre Rampersad. Andre Rampersad plays for Trinidad. Well, outside of TFC, they do. It's just TFC Academy that's shit. See, that's the problem. There's a lot of great players in Toronto, in the greater Toronto area. It's the TFC Academy that has none of those players. There's Sigma. Bobby Smirniotis runs that one. There's the League One Ontario teams, Von Atzori, Toronto, Croatia. They have the best. They have amazing academies in the city. Just TFC never picks up those players unless they're draft picks, unless they get dropped in their lap, a la Lorea. See, it's 5 a.m. A la Lorea. They got dropped in their lap. They're draft picks, or they pull a Jonathan Osorio and they're in the academy for 6 months before they hit the main team. Stay woke. Stay woke. So it's not Rampersad? 43rd minute, 1-0 Doc. So it's TFC not wanting to bring in youth players. No, it's the fact that their academy, when there's even a little bit of potential, because there are players with potential. Luca Petrasso, look what they did to him. They trade him to Orlando. Orlando sends him to Italy. But we could have just kept Luca Petrasso knowing Richie was going to be gone halfway through the season. But no, we got Raul Petretta. What fool BS is that? Well, he wouldn't go to Stabæk there in the second division. America, let's see. Swap deal like we did for Soteldo. I know we're not getting Quinones. Hey, Henry Martin, he wants out. Swap deal, Henry Martin, DP striker for Lorenzo Insigne. Let's see how Jardinet handles that. Oh, wait. Insigne won't play unless they move Quinones to striker. Let's see how you handle that, Jardinet. I'd make that call. I mean, I would. I'd be like, hey, I know Henry wants out. You have Quinones to be your striker. You can move Insigne to the wing. Insigne for Henry swap deal. Bring it on. I mean, even though Henry Martin's a tronco, he's still a better striker than whatever the hell Toronto had last year. See, it gets rid of our problem, fixes one of our problems, and it also hurts America in the process. Perfect. But they won't know that because it's Lorenzo Insigne, and they got the money to pay him. See, it's genius. It's genius, I tell you, but they would never do it. It's genius, I tell you, but they would never do it. Ryan Telfer, there we go. Oh, yeah, Trinidad. Yep, Ryan Telfer. See, I was thinking Rampersad for Halifax, but yeah, Telfer. Well, people thought he was the next big thing. He wasn't. But, hey, he still plays for Trinidad, though, so He's still got a nice career for himself, so. He did play well for Crew 2 that 1 year. 45th minute. Still 1-0. What young Italian would you love to see TFC get? You know what? Again, striker Retegui. I like Retegui, the one who played in Argentina. I like him, at least for MLS-wise. 5 minutes of stoppage time, but is never coming. I would also... I like Gianluca Scamacca. I do. That would never happen, though, because he was in the Prem. That would never happen. He's not that young, though. Davide Fratesi, Matteo Politano. He's good. I know he's not Italian, but I'm a fan of Yeremy Pino from Villarreal. I think he would be amazing in TFC. I think it'd be amazing. Again, we need a striker, but Yeremy Pino would be great. I think he would fit perfectly for what swashbuckling football is. I don't know if it would fit with Herdman's system, but I know in my ideal, I think it would fit. So he's a good striker, though, but I think he would definitely fit. Definitely likes making runs and tracking and receiving the ball instead of just being a tap-in striker. So I think he'd be perfect, in my opinion. I know he's not Italian, but throw in for Japan. 1:49, getting to the 2nd minute of stoppage time. TFC being good makes MLS better. I agree. It's just like because you have jack wagons up at the top who don't know how to make TFC better. Agustin Alvarez from Penarol go from a baller against Montevideo, River Plate, Uruguay to now being in Italy. When TFC are good, no one wants to play them. Exactly. And the TFC fans deserve a good team. The TFC fans deserve a champion-level team. They went through shit at the beginning, and we got there. So I know the turnaround can happen. I know it can be done. Again. It's just we need people who can make that turnaround happen. Or at least the brains of the operation don't get freaking diluted by some idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. Bill. Pretty much, yeah. They are like Mexico under Tata and Colca. You're right. They are. Pretty much. They need a Jimmy Lozano. I don't think Herdman's that Jimmy Lozano. He's more of a Nacho Ambriz, which I think Nacho Ambriz would have done well for Mexico. I don't think he would have been as good as Jimmy, but I think Nacho Ambriz would have been better than Tata and Colca. Jimmy just don't want to take any of the bullshit. Difference. I think Nacho would have taken a little bit of the bullshit, you know. Toronto should be better. There's no excuse to be one of the biggest cities in MLS and be one of the worst teams in the league. Exactly. But the thing about Toronto is they've been that a lot. They've either been great or shit. There's no in between. Except for maybe 2014. Goal! 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 Irak puts another one in. It's 2-0 right before the half. Another one for Hussein. Another one for Ayman Hussein. 2-0. Pops in the goal. +45 +4. 2-0. Iraq. Horrible defensive play. Man, Iraq is dominating on these headers. I mean, they are a taller team. I mean, they are. But perfect cross, good header. They have a 2-0 lead. Checking the goal once again for Iraq. They're checking it once again. The VAR check is complete. It is a goal. They're going to bring on Tomiyasu at the half. Japan is fraudulent. Honestly, looks like it. You're right. One more minute. Japan, they were down 2-1 to Vietnam, though. They came back on them. So let's see what happens here. Japan is so good, they should be able to come back again. It's funny they put themselves in that position twice. Japan has put themselves in that position twice. They've had to come back. It makes no sense to me, to be completely honest. Ayman is down now. Hussein is down in the center circle. 6th minute. Where can I watch it? Paramount Plus. I sense a comeback. I mean, they did it first. Let's see if they do it 2 games in a row. Paramount Plus. Stream East as well. If you're not in America, it ain't Paramount Plus. Stream East as well. Yeah, it might just be a bad luck charm. I don't know. Cross in. Header past the post. Maybe I am a bad luck charm. I mean, look at Japan. See, I was rooting against them. That's why they beat the shit out of Canada. Halftime, it's 2-0 Iraq. I didn't go live for the Vietnam game. They still gave up 2 goals, but Ayman Hussein with 2 goals. Crazy. Japan's been stifled, and Iraq's had 2 defensive breakdowns they've capitalized on. I wouldn't say Iraq's been the better team, but they're the taller team, and they've capitalized on 2 defensive breakdowns. And Japan's been absolutely just stonewalled defensively. They played well defensively, offensively. 2 against the run of play, 2 headers. Yeah, 2 defensive breakdowns, 2 headers. They put it away. So we'll see how it goes. Jose Mourinho to talk with the Saudi League for manager positions. Hell. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Hit that like button. Another 45 minutes to go. Can Japan at least get a draw, if not a win? Iraq will probably beat Vietnam, though. But then again, I streamed the CPL final, and Forge won the CPL final. So Morocco won, and I was rooting for them. They didn't play well, but they won. So maybe I'm not that much of a bad luck charm. Japan might just be fraudulent. Wow. With that being said, sit tight, I'll be back. 2-0, Iraq. Back for the stats of the half. Where we were. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well. Here we go. 29% possession to 71% possession. 5 shots, 3. 3 shots on goal to 0. 73 accurate passes to 62%. To 231, 82%. 6 fouls to 8. 1 corner to 4. 5 shots to 3. 3 shots on goal to 0. 118 passes to 282. 62% pass accuracy to 82. 13 throws, 6. 1. 6 touch in the opposition box, 13. 1 offside to 1. 1 yellow card to 1. 0 red cards to 0. And it's 2-0 Iraq. Japan, they definitely look like frauds right now. Let's put it like that. 2-0. 2 defensive mistakes. 2 defensive mistakes have led to 2 goals against, 2 headers. Japan have gotten bodied on headers. First. Okay. But with that being said, when it comes to it, Japan, 2 defensive mistakes, 2 allowed goals. They haven't been really good offensively. They've been stifled offensively by Iraq. Iraq's defense have been absolutely amazing. They've made sure nothing has come out of it, or nothing has come out of Japan offensive side of the play. They just haven't. Iraq has been amazingly defensively amazing. And that is pretty much exactly what has turned this game into what it is. 2 defensive mistakes by Japan. Iraq have been amazing defensively. And there's your story. 2 against the run of play for Iraq. 2 defensive mistakes. 2 headers in. There you go. Japan, they haven't been able to answer. Now, they did come back from a 2-1 deficit. They allowed 2 goals against Vietnam. They still scored 4 and 1. Could that happen again? It could. Will it? I don't know. Hoping on comebacks 2 games in a row probably ain't the best thing to do. You do have the quality to make it work, though. So, that's the good news. Can't do that. It's called, I'll get a copyright strike if I do, at least on YouTube. I don't know how Twitch works, but I know on YouTube, which I'm also on, would lead to a copyright strike. So, no. Sorry, but no. It's not that I want to be a arse. It's the fact that if I show it as a copyright strike, I can't stream, and there you go. So, there you go. While we're at it, waiting for the second half to start. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. But we're doing but this stream is doing pretty good itself for a 5 a.m. stream. It's going to be the best stream I've done so far this year, and it's a 5 a.m. stream. Man, I love y'all. Probably because it's actually football, and, well, I don't know why else. But, man, at least it's worth it. I'm not going to lie. At least y'all making this worth it, because Japan sure ain't, and the timing sure isn't. But y'all are making this worth it, so. Love it. Love it. So, waiting for the second half to start. I'll laugh if Greg somehow draws or loses to Slovenia tomorrow. I don't think that'll happen. Well, I mean, no, it is MLS players. But again, I won't Then again, they did lose to Serbia last January, so that did happen. We'll see. January camp results are probably the weirdest. Should they? No. Will they? I don't know. Weird. Still waiting for the second half. Rock Hal. 2 defensive mistakes by Japan. Suzuki makes a horrible read on the ball on the first one. Saves it. Basically plays it straight to the striker. Striker heads it into an open net. Second one, cross in. Another one for Hussein. Of course, Japan can't defend the header because they're not the tall ones here. Suzuki, I don't know what he was doing on it, but it goes into the net. So 2 headers, 2 defensive mistakes, especially the first one. Second one's just the rule of height. The rule of height, really. But cross gets in, the rule of height wins out 2-0. So it's 2 goals from Ayman Hussein, and 2 headers, 2 defensive mistakes. And Japan hasn't gotten any real good shots off. They've been absolutely stonewalled. Y'all would still beat them. Y'all would still beat them. Especially with Jimmy. I mean, you beat them with Tata. You beat them with Jimmy. Probably 4-0 again. Maybe 5. I think it'd be fun. That's just my hunch, though. Just my hunch, though. Second half, still waiting. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, this is just wild, to be honest. Second half, still waiting. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. Looks like they'll make a sub as well. Thought they'll also beat Japan. Well, that was before Moriyasu turned them into freaking world beaters. Until today, of course. The one I'm rooting for. Maybe I will. I will. Thought hold on. Let's just note that down here. There we go. It's noted. There we go. It's noted. If they can hold on, that's noted. There we go. See, I will bring it up. So now I will bring it up. I will bring it up, see? It's in there. Yep. There is Takehiro Tomiyasu coming on at the half for Japan, but we knew that. Mohanad coming on for Iraq. And Merkas as well. Goals from Chucky, Raul Jimenez destroyed Japan. Again, this is before Moriyasu made them world beaters. This is before Blue Lock was a thing. Before Blue Lock was a thing. There's a difference. The Blue Lock. And we're off. Japan kicks off. They got to get one quick. If they want to win this game, they got to get one quick. They got to get one quick. Not just 45th minute and up. Throw in for Japan. Here's Japan. Nope. Oh, free kick for Iraq. Fair. 45th minute, 2-0. Playing forward. Ayman on for Hussein. Ayman and Hussein are off for Mohanad and Merkas. Taniguchi off for Tomiyasu. My friend said that Japan historically always starts all with constant pressure, going all out, which at the end makes them crash and lose. Well, this is pretty quick for crashing and losing. But then again, Argentina had a shock loss to Saudi Arabia, and they still won the World Cup. So this can happen. Better it be in the group stage than the knockouts, you know? I mean, it happens. I mean, the Netherlands should have lost to Mexico in 2014. Oh, by the way, Noeta Penal is almost 10 years old. I know, crazy, right? Noeta Penal is almost 10 years old. I know, right? Crazy. 47th minute. Iraq with the ball. 47th minute. (2-0) Japan putting on more pressure, but they need to get it to the final. The final ball is just not there. Hasn't been. 2-0. Header. Still, Japan. Good defensive play by Iraq. Good defensive play. Suzuki. Make sure it doesn't go out. Good, 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 good. Still. Kubo. 50th minute. Back to Suzuki. Tight pass. Finds its way to Suzuki. 49th minute. Playing forward. Ah, damn. Header. Second ball. Minamino. Kubo. 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 Takefusa Kubo. Oh my God, dude. Why did you play it back when nobody was there? Back heel it when nobody was there. That was smart. Free kick for Japan. That was smart. That was smart. Just steps back. Back heel. That was stupid. Luckily, he got back to the ball. Leads to a free kick, but it wasn't so smart there. Free kick in the 50th minute. Kubo. Free kick. Swings it in. I don't know why you would do that knowing you're going to lose the header. Shot past the post. Ito puts it wide. I don't know why you would do that when you know you're going to lose the header, but fine, sure. Smart. '51st minute. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Iraq with a throw in, headed away. Second ball, won by Japan. Still 2-0. Good header. Good. Kubo. Kubo making the run. Good run, Kubo. Kubo still. Crosses in, out for a corner. Kubo. If they're going to get anything, it's probably going to come through Kubo. That's just my hunch here. Good. He's running. Man's running, I can tell you that. Corner kick. Kubo with a corner. Swings it in. Goal kick. That was just, Lord have mercy. They're wasting their chances. Lovely. Third minute. 2-0 still. Japan looking like they're closer to knocking on that door, but you can't just knock on that door. Suzuki rounds the keeper. Blocked. Corner. They get away with one. Jesus, Japan. I'm honestly disgusted. Like, I'm lucky. Luckily, that's not a penalty. Luckily, I don't think that's a penalty. Like, defensively, Sugawara, Suzuki, I mean, he got to the ball. The ball got pushed. Suzuki doesn't really come in there. I mean, I could understand why they look at it, but, oh, Lord. 3-0 Iraq if this is a penalty. Oh, no. Player down. Will be a corner if it doesn't go to VAR. Or doesn't get overturned by VAR. It could, though. It could, though. It could, though. I mean, I could see the argument. I mean, I could definitely see the argument if it's turned over. I could see the argument. I don't like it, but I can see it. Nope, it will be a goal kick for Zion Suzuki. It will be a goal kick. Okay. Plays forward. 2-0. Still. Sugawara gets ran into. I don't know if that was sort of a little bit of a retaliation or just momentum doing the work. 2-0. Plays forward. Nice play. Junya Ito. Junya Ito, here's a chance. Penalty! Penalty para Japan! Penalty! I mean, yeah, that was definitely, nope, that's a pen. That's a pen. Good play onside. Junya Ito takes the cross. There's the tackle from behind. All he could do was take him out at the ankle. And that's a penalty straight on. No ball. Asano gets taken down for the pen. If Japan scores this, they have a lifeline, at least for a draw, if not a win. You can't give them momentum, and I think it just gave them momentum. And they've been knocking at the door. So if this is a penalty, good cross by Junya Ito. Rebin takes him out from the ankle. Doesn't get the ball. Penalty. And it's going to be a VAR check. So you check that, but not okay. I don't know. I think it's a pen. I think it's a pen. Unless he got like the tip of the ball. Contact. I mean, that is still dangerous contact, even if he gets the ball. I don't know. Like, I think it's incidental. The ball hit him when he hit the forward. I mean, that's incidental. That's incidental. Like, that's still dangerous contact. That's incidental. I think it's a pen. In my eyes, it's a pen. I think it's harsh if it's taken away. I think it should stay a penalty. We'll find out. Drop ball. No pen. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. I guess it's because it's only fair that if they didn't get a pen and they didn't get it checked, Japan doesn't get a penalty. Is that what it is? That's still dangerous contact. Like, oh, Lord. That is still dangerous contact. It's incidental. The ball hit his foot as he took him out. It's still incidental. Still incidental. Okay. Goal kick for Suzuki. Suzuki plays it forward. Suzuki. Oh, Lord. That's out for a Japan throw. Substitution for Iraq here. Here comes Japan. Cross in. Headed away. Corner. I really don't think this cross stuff works against Iraq. I mean, it's the way Japan plays, but I don't like it. I don't like it. 59th minute. Goal kick. Jalal. Still going forward. I mean, if Honduras beat Mexico 2-0 at home, I guess Iraq could beat Japan. Exactly. Football's a weird sport sometimes. It's a weird sport sometimes. Such is life. Hit that like button. Sub for Japan. 2 subs for Japan. Trying to salvage a draw here. Ritsu Dawn coming on. Be Franz coming off. Franz is off for Osama. Honduras has beaten Mexico multiple times before. But again, Asano off for Kubo. Asano and Kubo are off for Ritsu Dawn. And Ayase. I don't know why you take off Kubo. That is not smart. I don't think that's smart. '62nd minute. '62nd minute. Dawn. Minamino. Still. Cross. Dawn. Dawn. Blocked. Plays on. Costa Rica, they have a whole documentary of El Estacazo. Yep. Cross. Saved. 63rd minute. %70 possession to 30, and somehow they're still losing. Here's a chance. He ran into him. That's no penalty. No penalty at all. 63rd minute. Back to the keeper. Again. Go, go, go. Come on. Japan needs to find... At best, I think they can only salvage a draw. At best, I think they salvage a draw. That's my guess. At best, they could salvage a draw. I mean, yeah, 64 minutes. I mean, they could still score 3 goals in theory. In theory, they can. Mexico with Quiñones, Santi Shoki played Japan right now. They would at least replace Japan right now. They'd equalize. Well, yeah, they're having problems with the freaking final ball, and they're going for headers. They're going for crosses and headers. I don't think that's the best idea against Iraq. Like, they've beaten you on headers offensively, and they're beating you on headers defensively. Free kick at the center of the box. Or up at the center of the box. 65th minute. I don't know. Maybe when a team beats you on headers offensively, and that's why you're losing 2-0, and they're beating you on headers defensively so you can't score, maybe you should try to create runs. But that's just my opinion. But that's just my opinion. That will be Amin for Ali. Amin for Ali. Wait, is that former Vancouver Whitecap Ali Ahmed? Hold on. Ali Adnan, I mean. Ali Adnan. Not Ali Ahmed. Ali Adnan. Former Vancouver Whitecap Ali Adnan. Well, there you go. Can Iraq players beat Edson Alvarez on headers? No, because Edson's tall. Former Vancouver Whitecap Ali Adnan has just come on to this game, by the way. So there you go. Speaking of your CONCACAF connection, there you go. Ali Adnan, former Vancouver Whitecap. Yeah, that was a freaking clown show and a half. Cross in, over the bar by Ritsu Dawn. 66th minute. Japan equalizes Super Chat. Okay. I'm getting very worried. Like, I'm getting very worried. Very, very worried. Jordan Henderson's shirt is the fastest selling in Ajax history. Lord. I don't. Okay. Okay. Sure. That's cool, I guess. Shot! Still 2-0. Over to bar. Past the post. 67th minute. Oh, Continental Tire freaking supports the Asian Cup. Man, they love just supporting football, I guess. I wonder if in Asia there's going to be a Continental Tire commercial of the footballer, however they win the tournament. Because you know how MLS does their Continental Tire commercials the past couple of years. 68th minute. Well, I wonder if y'all do. I don't know. Maybe. 68th minute. Plays over the top. Okay. 68th minute. If they don't score by the 75th minute, I think Japan's actually going to lose this game. Just my opinion. Past the post. That'll be a goal kick. That was horrible. That was horrible. Playing forward. Plays on. Still. Ritsudon. Still. Trying to find a place, and he just cuts it back. Lord. Oh, boy. Go, 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 go. Cross, 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 cross. Headed away. Corner, corner. I mean, Japan's had some good offensive plays. Just no final ball to speak of. Zero final ball to speak of. 70 minutes in. 7 corners to 1. Cross in. Brought down. Still has the ball, though, and plays it all the way back. This is something. Two subs here. Maeda coming on. Arturo Vidal's going back to Colo Colo. 71st minute. Still Japan. Man, Iraq's tough, defensively at least. Japan's definitely not on the right frequency today. I'd rather be in the group stage, though. I will say that much. Plays forward. Here's a chance. Damn it, Minamino. I thought he had it. Good play. Nice. Good. Cross. Minamino goes down. No penalty. Ritsudon is looking awesome, I gotta say. Cross in. Ritsudon blocked away. Corner. I mean, yeah, they definitely. Japan goalkeeper be a big part as to why Japan won't win the tournament. You know what? I agree. Whoever, the person who said that, I agree. Zion Suzuki definitely caused 2 mistakes. Morita and Ito are off. Junya Ito. Hatate and Daisen Maeda's coming on for Japan. 73rd minute. Cross in. Maeda doesn't get the header down. Nice run. Atate plays on. Nice. Hmm. 74th minute. Still. Ooh. Bad giveaway. Bad giveaway. Japan might get it on in the round of 16. '75th minute. Yeah, that might be tough. '75th minute. Still going. 15 more minutes plus stoppage time. Can Japan at least get a draw? Probably not. I think the chance for a win is starting to fade. I'd say about 0% chance. 0.6% chance of a win. Draw could still happen. Japan are doing a terrible job trying to make a comeback. I mean, the game changed when Ritsu Dawn came on, but I think he came on too late. Probably should have came on closer to halftime. Hatate, they have a link to the midfield, but he came on way too late. I guess, here's the thing. You don't try to come back twice in 2 games. That doesn't really end well. Number 17, Ali Jassim is coming off. Ali Jassim is coming off for Iraq. '77th minute. I'm bored at this point. Honestly, Japan got out physicaled. I can tell you that much. That's all I can say. That'll be free kick, defensive end. Playing forward. 77th minute. Plays forward. Dawn. Ritsu Dawn. Cross in. Header. Oh. '78th minute. '78th minute. Free kick for Iraq. Ha! All right, 79th minute. Yeah, I think this one's over. This one's over. Yeah, I think this one's over. I don't think Japan's going to solve this defense. They're getting out physical. Iraq is just so much more physical. I don't think Japan can handle the physicality of Iraq, especially in the first half. I don't think they can handle this physicality. And it's kind of telling that counterattacking or counter prevention was one of their bigger newfound strengths, and they've been beaten on the counter twice. I think Iraq has just been, they haven't had to do much offensively, but they did what they needed to do. Japan, on the other hand, I think they slept on them. You know, I think Japan, make this make sense. TV in the living room, my mother's room have Twitch available to download. Mine doesn't. But funny thing is, all the TVs we own are Samsung smart TVs. Huh, weird. I can't make sense of that. I really can't make sense of that. I don't understand. You would think the same apps are on all of them, of the same brand. You would think. Weird. Weird. Okay. 81st minute. 81st minute. I can't make sense of that. Boom, 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 boom. 81st minute. How about no? Cross in. Header past the post. Ritsu Doan was inches away from scoring that header, but it just goes past. '82nd minute. Six shots to 8. Japan's only got 8 shots. How many on goal? No, you're not going to show that? Okay, Fat Mom, do your work. 3 shots to goal on 1. Or 3-1 shots on goal. Yeah, I think the physicality was just too much for Japan. Too much. 82nd minute. Header! And Maeda can't get it in there. He just bounced it off the ground, actually, to be completely honest. 82nd minute. Header into the ground. Put it on the ground. 83rd minute. Throw in for Iraq. 83rd of 90 minutes. And it looks to me like, in the end, Ali Adnan to take the throw in here. Again, former Vancouver Whitecap. 83rd minute. Throws in. Header. Saved by Zion Suzuki. Damn it. Bad play. Throw in for Irak. Plays on, 84th minute. Where's Ali Adnan at now since he's been at Vancouver? He is at... He has no team. Free agent. He is a... Nope, he's at Mes Rasa Fanjan since July 2023 in Iran. Mes Rafsanjan. Never heard of him. He was at Rubin Kazan up until, that was December of 2022. And then he didn't have a club till July of 2023. Then he went to Iran. He's only played 13 games, no goals, but he's a right back. So, I mean, it's not too shocking. Center back. Now, they played him on the outside of Vancouver. Yep, 13 games, no goals. 2023. So he went to Iran, not Iraq. But close enough. But closer to home. 85th minute. '86th minute. But then again, he didn't really do much with Vancouver either. Like the COVID thing, he didn't really. That threw a wrench in his career. My bad, meant to say that. Header. 86th minute. '86th minute. Ooh. '87th minute. Can you let me know who got drawn in Copa del Rey? Playing forward. Even if Japan scores, it'll pretty much be a consolation at this point. Cleared. Copa del Rey draw. Copa del Rey draw. Barcelona got Athletic Club. Barcelona got Athletic Bilbao. Girona got Mallorca. Celta Vigo got Real Sociedad. Atletico Madrid got Sevilla. Barcelona got Athletic Bilbao. January 24th. They're all on Wednesday, January 24th. So next week, Athletic Club Barcelona. 88th minute. Quarterfinals already? Damn. Cross in. Didn't realize the freaking Copa del Rey went that quickly. Feels like it went by quickly. 88th minute. Cross blocked away. 2-0. Atletico got a good one. Sevilla's horrible right now. Celta Vigo, Real Sociedad, same tier pretty much. Mallorca, Girona. I think Girona got a good one. Athletic Club Barcelona. Barcelona should win, but 89th minute. Don't really know how they're going. So I wouldn't say. I mean, you still got, at least you didn't get Atletico. would say at least you didn't get Sevilla, but Sevilla's horrible right now. So, like, they could get relegated horrible. Cross in. Header over the bar. Japan will be blanked by Iraq as it looks. 89th minute. Still do the RSR for this game. Don't worry. There will be RSR out for this game. Akram Afif is the top goal scorer in the Asian Cup with 3. Takumi Minamino with 2. Akram Afif. I mean, I'm not surprised, but 90th minute. I'm not surprised, but into stoppage time in seconds. Japan fans are still singing for the Samurai Blue. 90th minute of football here in Qatar. 90th minute, that'll be, is that 10? No, 8 minutes of stoppage time. 8 minutes of stoppage time to finish this match. 8 minutes between Iraq and Japan. Then we'll have a winner. So Iraq looks like they'll win the group. They're in very good position to win the group. Japan will still probably get out of the group. And Vietnam is probably in danger. If they get 3 points, they may go to the next round. If they don't, well, they may be in danger. 8 minutes. First minute of stoppage time down. Or 40 seconds of it, I should say. Getting to the first minute of stoppage time. Ooh. Free kick for Japan. 7 minutes to go. Or 6:45 now. I cannot believe this is what I'm watching. Good W. Rune for Iraq. Good morning. Oh, there we go. Welcome, Sebas. Iraq's winning 2-0. I know, I can't believe it. Free kick here. Header. 2 minutes through 2. Well, I said I'd be doing some Asian Cup this month and into February. Besides, we're going to have some early games as well for the Miami tour as well. So, but yeah, Japan played at 5:30 and they lost. My luck, right? I watch Japan play at 5 in the morning. I go live for it and they lose. Header, goal, and Japan gets one back. Or not. Hold on. Header. So it is. That is Wataru Endo with a header. See, we'll check and see what it says. Was he onside? 1-2-1. Wataru Endo late on. 90+3. Gets the header off the corner. Time for Macwell soon. There's a game in between, I think. Wataru Endo goal. 2-1 Iraq. Header for Japan. Crossed in. They found the header. Japan still has a chance to tie this up. That's the good news. The bad news is I don't know if they will. Good clearance. But they still have 4 minutes. Ooh, free kick. Yep, that'll definitely be a free kick. Two 1. Good header. Near post. Perfect. Game's in an hour. Shot over the bar with 3.5 minutes to go. Can Japan get one goal? One more goal. They left it late. They might have just left it too late, but we'll find out. Hitsudon. Still Japan, though. 3 minutes. Hitsudon! Shot past the post! 5th minute of stoppage time. Corner for Japan. Can they do it again? They do it again. Tom Sugawara plays on. Here's a shot. Hitsudon. Hitsudon. Hitsudon over the bar. No. 2.5 minutes to go. Hitsudon. He keeps that low. He might have just put away the equalizer. Japan. 96 minutes and 98. Would have been great if they got that penalty, but they didn't. Who's to say that header would have happened if they got that penalty? I don't know. 96 minute. Here comes Iraq. Offside. Be a free kick for Japan. .34. Throw in for Japan. 1 minute 20, 1 minute 15 seconds to go. They still do have a plus goal differential. +1 goal differential. Thanks to the goal they scored. So the goal differentials at least helped, even if they lose this game. 7 minutes. Goal kick. Headed down. 40 seconds. Japan have one last shot to tie it up. One shot. Holding the ball doesn't help you. Switches the play. 20 seconds. Ito. Japan. Cross. Don not there. Throw in. 10 seconds. Short throw. Hitsudon. Plays in. Maeda not there. Overruns it. Cleared. Throw in. Short throw. Goal kick. And that should be it. Name the teams, 5 teams in Asia you think will qualify for the World Cup. Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Australia and Qatar. Vietnam's a dark horse, I think, in my book, with their best players. Full time! It ends 2-1 Iraq. 2-1 for Iraq. They upset the Japanese. They do just enough. They hold on just enough to beat the Japanese. They have the 3 points. And they have Iraq has the catbird seat against Japan. They have the catbird seat in the group. Japan goes down. They get one late. They damn near get another, but it just wasn't enough. Japan loses 2-1. 2-1 to Iraq. No hit on. I feel like Qatar. I feel Iran. I think they'll make the playoff. I think Qatar, Iran, Vietnam, they're all fighting for that 5th spot, and I think one of them makes the playoff. One of them doesn't. Iran's starting to fall off a bit. Their golden generation's starting to fall off a bit, in my opinion. Or at least by 2026, my opinion. But whatever. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review of this game. And there you go. So we'll be back. With that being said, if you like this, I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you later.